pregnant with a baby. This seems like a basically impossible task, but I'm gonna show you how I try to fit pockets into my day to get things done. Now, this is the ideal way of how my day would go, but as you know, if you're watching this and you have a baby, things often don't go as planned. But these are the rhythms that I've established to try to get in as much that I need to get done as possible into my baby's day. My baby is 11 months old. She's gonna be 1 year old next week. So basically a 1-year-old. I already missed the first rhythm. She tends to get up around 6:30 and I try to get up around 6 to work before she gets up. But she still wakes up throughout the night, and last night was more of a rough night, so I skipped it for an extra 30 minutes of sleep this morning. But we're moving on. She's now eating breakfast. I just got her set up, and while she eats breakfast, that's when I get me and my husband's breakfast going. I get his lunch packed, and I kind of clean up downstairs and around the kitchen. All right, she's been playing pretty independently, so I was able to get all the dishes cleaned in the kitchen, wipe all the counters down, wipe her high chair, sweep the kitchen, and clean the sink. The next thing I like to do if I have time, I like to read through a Bible commentary. So right now I'm in Exodus, so I'm gonna go read that. What if there was a blow where one man struck another in an act of an unpremeditated manner or in a spontaneous act of vengeance, and there was a death? In such a case, the perpetrator had the option to flee to refuge, later revealed as the 6 cities of refuge, such as the son who undermines his father's authority, Absalom. The one who curses may engage in a verbal attack, or more likely a sin of omission. All right, we are now in the last 45 minutes of her wake window, in which I usually get ready, go on a walk, and then do some dedicated playtime with her before I put her down. So for getting ready, I don't have anyone to see today, anywhere to go, hence why it's a good productivity day. So I'm not gonna put on makeup or anything. I'm just gonna wash my face, brush, and throw on some clothes and head out the door for a walk. All right, I just threw on a little tank and shorts, something simple for the day. While I was changing Isabella, I put away her laundry that I washed last night. Now we're outside taking just a short 15-minute stroll before her first nap. All right, so she just went down for her first nap. While I feed her, she nursed for about 30 minutes. That's when I usually read my Bible. I'm currently going through Psalms, so I've read that, and then I kind of organize my list. I go through anything I didn't finish yesterday, carry over what needs to be done today, go through today's list, put in priority, things like that, and then if there's anything on my phone that I can accomplish, like I was trying to see what time Isabella's doctor appointment was next week because she has her 1-year appointment, and little things like that, responding to text messages. And then now that she's done, I'm actually gonna go work. I work part-time, so I typically work during her nap times. And to see when she wakes up and what's going on with her, I use this monitor. I actually recently got this one. I was using a different one. This one is from Jartoo, and as you can see, the quality is so good. Like, I see her so clearly. The other one that I used to use, it was not that clear. It was almost blurry. This one is so high definition that even when Andrew's in there in the nursing chair behind her, I can literally see him rocking her when he's in there. So this quality is so good. I'm so impressed with it. I'm no longer using my other one because that one was just always so hard to see, and the screen was also so small. Like, this one has such a large screen that I really love, and also the battery life on it is so good. The battery on my other one, I'd have to have it plugged in the entire night or it would die. This one lasts maybe 24 to 36 hours without me plugging it in, and it's on during all her naps and all night long. So I'm really impressed with this. So I'm gonna go work and then keep an eye on her for when she wakes up from her nap. Just as a comparison, this is the other one I was using. Look at the quality difference between this and this. It's crazy.
It comes and goes in the blink of an eye. I swear you've been left behind. All the colors come back so bright.
All right, unfortunately, she took a really short nap, so I only got 15 minutes of work done, but after I grabbed her from her nap, I tried on her birthday dress. My sister-in-law actually made her a dress, so I tried it on to see if it fit because her party's this weekend, and then cleaned up her room a little bit, changed into a workout outfit because I'm actually gonna go on a run. This is something that Isabella actually loves, going outside, being in her stroller, so walks and runs are one of the easiest things I can work into my schedule because she likes it too. So I'm gonna go on a run, and then you just saw I threw in some laundry, so that will run while I'm on my run, and then we'll come back, and while I get her lunch, you'll see how I get my lunch, but also prep stuff for dinner.
It comes and goes in the blink of an eye. Soon as I swear you've been left behind. All the colors come back so bright. Wish I could keep you in black and white.
Alright, I just had an unexpected turn. As I was cooking Isabella her lunch, I saw a bunch of ants coming off the bottom of the air fryer, like so many ants, and so I was just dealing with that for the last 20 minutes, trying to kill and clean everything. She's eating. I just made myself a little Caesar salad wrap. This has been my go-to for a little while. It's just easy. And then she only has about a half an hour left of her wake window, and she didn't sleep that well, so she's probably gonna go a little early. Gonna eat this, then I need to prep dinner. We're doing salmon, asparagus, and rice, so I'm gonna throw the rice into the crock pot and have that cook for a couple hours, and then marinate the salmon, and then if I have any other time, do some more cleaning and hanging out with Isabella, but we'll see how her temperament is.
It comes and goes in the blink of an eye. Soon as I swear you've been left behind. All the colors come back so bright. Wish I could keep you in black and white. Sorta like a picture in a drawer. I don't wanna look at anymore, but it's too hard to ignore that I'll never not feel like yours. Holding on to someone new's the only time I feel like I'm still holding on to you. It's like an instant rewind to New Year's Eve at midnight. Taste your lips like Napa red wine. Wish I wasn't looking back on you, but I still do.
All right, she's up from her nap, and I got all but 30 minutes of work done, so that was much more productive in the work realm. I'll have to finish that up tonight after she goes to bed. Then since getting her up, I threw what was in the laundry into the dryer, just did some stretching and some hip glute strength. I have some hip issues, so just working on that. Yeah, now I'm just hanging out with Isabella. I'm gonna call my dad because I had a quick question for him, and then probably do some cleaning.
It comes and goes in the blink of an eye. Soon as I swear you've been left behind. All the colors come back so bright. Wish I could keep you in black and white. Sorta like a picture in a drawer.
All right, I was just reading some of my book, Knowing God. I don't always have time to kind of do an extended quiet time, but today was able to do my books throughout the day, which was really nice. Then I was just picking up dishes in the kitchen from lunchtime and hanging out with Isabella, and now we are on our final stroll of the day. It's actually the warmest now, and it's 5:30, that it's been all day that I've been out, but it feels really nice out. I try to get outside every wake window and do a walk or run or something, but we're just gonna do this. Then I'm gonna get her dinner made, get her eating, and while she's feeding, I will make our dinner. It is many hours later. It's 9:42 p.m. now. I think the last thing I showed you was my dinner. After I made dinner, I put Isabella down, and unfortunately she had many wake ups. I think she's woken up like 4 times the last 2 hours, but I think it's honestly because we got the next size up of her sleep sack because her toes are at the bottom, but the new one is just way too big, and I think every time she tried to turn, she got tangled and woke up. So I put her back in the old sleep sack, and hopefully she will sleep better now. But in the time I did get while she was sleeping, I finished work, and now there's 15 minutes left until I want to go to bed. I usually aim to go to bed around 10, so I'm gonna work on the kitchen for the 3rd time today. I just feel like the kitchen, it's like an endless cycle of constantly sweeping counters. And you still saw earlier, we still had bugs everywhere. Like, I don't know what it is. It's never clean enough. It's just always getting dirty. I don't know if this is like a baby thing or because I'm cooking. I mean, the floor is definitely because of Isabella. She gets half her food on the floor every time she eats, but I don't know. This is obviously a video about how to fit productivity into your day, and as you can see, like, I feel like I did nothing today. I feel like every day my mind just feels like it's gonna explode because there's so many things I need to do. Like, the number one thing I really wanted to do today was clean the shower, and I just didn't have time to do that. It's hard to do cleaning things like that when Isabella's awake because obviously there's like chemicals. I don't want her going near the chemicals. I don't want her going into the shower. I can put her in her pack and play, but then she tends to cry the whole time, and I want to make sure she's doing fun things too and not just like being constrained while I do things and then I work while she's sleeping. So it's kind of challenging to figure out how to do those things, but I think that's okay. Obviously this video is about being productive, but also like I want to touch upon toxic productivity too. I think so many of us, including me, got so much worth from just checking things off my to-do list and getting so much done, and now just feeling like I don't get anything done. It's sort of another way of dying to yourself. Like, just continually every day I'm like, Lord, what do you have in front of me? What is important to you? What do I need to prioritize today? Because so many things happen when you're a mom that are out of your control. Like, for example, spending my whole evening with Isabella, even though she went to bed at 7, and it's now 9:45, and all I've done is comfort her and worked. So many things that are outside of your control, and you just really don't have that much control over your time, at least when they're a baby. It won't be like this forever, but definitely difficult. And I feel like with her being 11 months old, it's such a challenging transition too, from like infant to toddler, where she's everywhere. She's opening up every cabinet drawer, she's trying to walk, she's just all over the place. And that's like another thing too. I feel like my organization system just went completely out the window because now I'm just trying to get things out of her reach, and then I don't know where anything is. Like, my husband, he was just putting together our upstairs TV because we never put that together. He's like, where's this, where's this, where's this? And I'm like, I don't know, because I moved it to try to take it away from Isabella, and now I don't even know where I put it because it was such a like, oh, don't touch that type of thing. So I apologize for the ending of this video because I feel really frantic. I feel like I don't know, it's just this overwhelming, like, always behind, never getting enough things done, and just feeling very disorganized and chaotic. Plus, you know, when you're not running on a lot of sleep, you're just very fuzzy. But this is my video on how I attempt to fit in productive rhythms into my day. As you can see, it's really a lot of like picking up as I go, doing little things like before I went on a walk, throwing in a load of laundry, and as soon as she's up, taking it out or putting it into the dryer. When she's eating, doing my meals, picking up around me. Like, that's just what I have to do because I don't have dedicated time to be like, okay, now we're gonna spend 2 hours cleaning. And luckily my husband is very helpful too and can help do things that I'm not able to do. Like I said, he was just putting the TV upstairs. Yesterday he was building our farmhouse shelf, so he is such a help too, and he'll take shifts with Isabella so I can work or do other things. But yeah, this is my attempt with an 11-month-old, almost 1-year-old, of being productive. I'm just gonna clean up the kitchen and go to bed. But if you guys have any tips on what you do to keep productive, stay productive, please leave them here because I'm sure other moms would love to hear them, and I would personally love to hear them because I'm still trying to figure it out too. I'm constantly changing my routine to keep up with her changes, to figure out what I need to get done, can still get done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some helpful hints on how you can incorporate productive rhythms into your day. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!